Welcome back to Views from the East. It's another segment of Make It Make Sense. For those that don't know, that's what the M.I.M.S. stands for. But anyway, let's get into it.
This time, I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts.
You ever been in an argument with a friend, a lover, a family member, and you knee deep in this argument? And when I say argument, it doesn't have to be super hostile. You're just having a discussion where you don't agree. And then as you're doing this, and one person's emotions is getting higher and higher, and then someone responds with this. It's not that serious. For someone like me, if I'm making a big deal about something, and some of you guys can relate to this, if I'm making a big deal about something, there's a reason. Like, I'm not going to just blow things out of proportion or, keep pushing it unless it is a big deal. Right? And I understand what may be a big deal to me may not be a big deal to you. Not speaking to you directly, but you know what I mean. However, I said, what does that mean when someone says that? Right? And when I hear that, I'm like, what? Like, it's like you're diminishing my feelings. Like, you're belittling my emotions. Like, I have no reason to be upset. It's not that deep. Okay. So when you hear something like that, right? And in that moment, you're frustrated, you're annoyed, but you don't know how to quite explain to them why it is. You can tell them why, but to like really give them the in-depth meaning of why, right? So I'm going through social media. I'm scrolling down to Facebook, and I come across this post. This post is crazy. When I saw this post, it spoke to my soul. I was like, and mind you, I was in a good mood, chilling, relaxing. And I see this post and I'm like, this is crazy. I said, this is exactly what I want to say, or how I wanted to communicate to that person, whoever it may have been at those times, to be like, yo, this is why. This is what it is underneath the crust. This is what it is here underneath the surface. I don't know why I said crust. So, you know what? Here's the post. Read this. Tell me this isn't right on the money right here. Tell me this don't touch your that's you feel that in your chest right now. Tell me I'm lying. I'm gonna let you read that one more time. Tell me I'm lying. And honestly, when it comes down to everything, when you boil it all down, it's that exact reason. Like, the reason why I take the situation so personal, why I'm very bothered by it, is because I would have never, ever done what you did. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I would have never took that course of action against you, but for some reason, you felt it was okay to do it against me. Let me elaborate a little bit on that. Let's keep it regular friendship. I'm your homeboy. You're my homeboy or my homegirl. And what a friend means to me, and this is very important. People have to stop giving people titles so easily. I had to learn this at a very young age. Not everyone is your friend. Everybody talks big. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy. I'm your lover. I love you. Whatever it may be. But actions, this is key. Actions speak louder than words. And trust me, actions has shown me throughout the course of time. It doesn't necessarily mean that I stopped speaking to certain people in my life throughout all these years. However, it showed me. Let me break this down. So, like I said, I'm your homeboy, you my homegirl, you my homeboy. What friendship means to me is if you say, man, I'm hungry, but I don't get paid till tomorrow. And I don't want to eat what's in the house. It's noodles, damn. As your friend, I hear something like that. I don't care if it's the last 20, 30 bucks I got in my pocket. Like, hey, let's go get something to eat. I got you today. Hey, damn. I need to get to work today. I lost my Metro card. I can't get on the bus or the train. Or, I don't have no gas in the tank. I need some gas. I hear that. Listen, here you go. I got your back. It don't even have to be financial favors like that. It don't even have to be spending the money. It's just a matter of when you need me or if you need assistance, I'm there for you. No matter what, it could be any favor. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you don't even need to ask me to do certain things. Because of who you are to me, I will deliberately do things that favor you, that are favorable. And I don't want no credit for that. You're my homegirl. You're my homeboy. I got your back. If I could make your life easier in any way, I'm going to do that. However, I expect that in return. 100%. And I hate when people tell me, oh no, one of the key things that I hate is, and yes, I know hate is a strong word, but I feel like we excuse the behavior when we go, well, not everyone is you. Not everyone is going to be able to, no one thinks the way that you think. They're not as courteous as you. They're not as nice. They're not as decent. There's nothing special about me. It's not like I was born on another planet and I was just born with honor and respect and decency and no one else is the same as me. Yes, no one is like me. I understand that I'm unique to me, but what I'm speaking to is anybody. That goes for anyone. That's not a particular person. I look out for you, you look out for me. So if you do something where it's highly offensive and I go, homegirl, homeboy, I would have never did something like that to you. That's messed up. You gotta understand where, especially if me as a person, I try my best to be the best person that I can be in terms of a friend. If you need me, I'm always gonna hold you down. But if I'm in a time of need and you see that, I shouldn't even have to come to you all the time. Like I said, like if you just see a situation and you're like, you know what? He's always holding it down. Let me hold him down this time. Let me do this. So a person like me, and again, a lot of you will be able to relate, is like you start noticing this in your relationships, whether it's a friend, a lover, a family member. You notice that you give, and you don't mind giving. We don't mind. We don't keep track of it. We don't say, oh, let me make a note of what I did for this person. We just do it. However, when we notice that it's not being given back to, like it's not being reciprocated, when we're in a moment of need, when we need that support, where I might need to borrow your time, even just need you present for something. You don't make time. You're not there to support. Yo, I need a Metro. Damn, I don't have a Metro card today. And then you act like you're deaf. Or you go, oh, I don't got it. Or man, all I got is $100 to get to work for the week. But I get paid tomorrow, bro. I get paid tomorrow, homegirl. You got to start understanding. Like someone like me, I will notice it. And here's the thing. The people like you that just take advantage of friendships like that, where you like to just take. You don't give anything in the relationship. You just take. Or if you do give something, it's something that didn't take much effort from you. It's something that's sort of meaningless. I can't think of an example right now. But like most of the time you just take from the relationship. You benefit from it. However, you don't put anything into that relationship for the other to benefit. So it's like you're just giving and giving and giving. I'm just giving, right? I'm a person that likes to give. and you just take, but you're not putting nothing back on the table. It's just, I always have your back. I always hold you down, but you don't do the same. Now, what a person like me might start to do is start to keep track. You do it the first time, I'll notice it. Just because I don't say anything doesn't mean I'm an idiot and it went over my head. It just, in my head, I'm just like, you know what? That was a fluke. Maybe they didn't realize, or maybe, there was an emergency. They couldn't help me at the time, right? Because that's always possible. So I always count it as a fluke. However, I never forget that moment. It's not that I'm holding it against a person, but it's just stored in your brain somewhere. So now when this person causes a second offense, now you like, hold on. Like, what's going on? Like, all right, this is the second time you wasn't here for me. All right, this is the second time you didn't hold me down. This is the second time. All right, cool. Then it keeps happening and happening. And I need you people to understand, just because someone doesn't address it with you the first time doesn't mean that they don't notice. Like, we're not idiots. We're just taking mental note of that. Like, you have to understand, you're not getting nothing over on anybody. However, one of the mistakes that I used to do while I was a young kid growing up into an adult is that I kept on making excuses for that behavior. After the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, it's like, there has to be a reason for that. Or maybe this. And then I started to realize, listen, people make time for what they want to make time for. People support what they want to support. Unfortunately, sometimes you run into people that masquerade as a friend, but they only are willing to do any of these things only if they benefit from it in a way. But if it's just to do it for you, you'll see. So for me, I'm just sort of like, when someone goes, it's not that serious. And I'm like, listen to me, homegirl, homeboy. You did this specific thing. I would have never in my right mind thought to have done that to you. Because of who you are, I would have said, if I do this, how is it going to affect this person? How is it going to hurt their feelings? You know what? This might hurt their feelings. This might break their heart. If I do this, they might feel away. It's not like, I hate when people pretend like they're stupid and they don't understand what their actions is doing. Like, oh, I did this, but that person's not gonna mind. Or that person, you know what you're doing. And that's why I hate the stupid card. Like, what did I do? I don't get why you're so upset. And here's the thing, if they truly don't understand that too, and it's gonna lead to my next point, that's a big issue. We need to know when to. Here's my thing. Like I said, I have friends that I haven't even seen in a long time. And what I learned growing up, because what I used to do is just off the back, just cut you off. No, I'm lying. I never cut you off because I reserved those feelings. I hid, I said, I know this person is just taking, but they're not giving, right? They're taking advantage of my kindness, of my friendship, but they don't give in the same way. So I said, you know what? Let me keep making excuses for them. And it kept mounting up. And now it's so much on my chest. Now when I see you, it's like I'm disgusted with you in a sense. Where it's like I just keep it cordial, but like I'm like, screw this person. Right? And then when we finally get into this argument, and now I start letting you have it, because whatever you did, even if it was something small that you did, if I still felt that was something that I would have never done to you, and I blow up in that moment, that's where you're like bombarded. You're like, oh my God, like what's wrong with this dude? Like, yo, I mean, I get that, but like, why are you so upset? So now I go down this whole laundry list of shit that the person did. Like, yo, you did this. I would have never did any of that to you. Yo, when you was down and you had nowhere to live, I let you stay in my room. I used to sneak you in my house and let you sleep in my room. And, you know what I'm saying? Although my mom and my dad told me no, I still did it for you. I put my, I risked getting in trouble to help you out. When I got evicted and I have a place to stay and you had your whole apartment, you told me I couldn't stay with you because your girl, felt away. If I spent a week, all I needed was a week. I let you sleep in my house for days. You get what I'm saying? So I start going through this laundry list and they're like, oh man, oh, but bro, it wasn't even that. They start giving you all these excuses and all of that. But at that point, it's like, it's still a little too late because you holding on to this stuff for months, for years. So that didn't work for me. And obviously I just stopped messing with those people. I'll give them the casual what's up, but not that I was homeless, nothing like that. Just giving that example. Now what I do and what I recommend that everyone do, there's no need for you to even stress yourself out like that. Carry that on your chest for weeks, months, years. What I've learned to do is just distance myself from people. And to do that, the minute you see something, the minute you see it, don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. Take note of it. Once you see the second offense, the third offense, now it's like, all right, you just want to benefit from me, but there's no way I can benefit from you. Or if I see you in need, you don't even have to ask me. I could just see a situation and be like, I got your back. But if it's the other way around, you don't do that. So what I recommend to you guys to do in this situation, which I do faithfully now, is I start to distance myself. Hey bro, back in the day, we used to order a pizza together and we go half. Now I notice you order your own. Oh, I didn't know. Or, just to give you an example, you have to start, once you realize you're not benefiting from the relationship the same way that person benefits, that they don't have your back the way that you have their back, you got to start moving back, away. You don't need to curse them out. You don't need to get into no big conversation, no big discussion, because the person is well aware of what they're doing. They can't sit there and be like, yo, I don't know why he or she is acting like that towards me now. Now they're very distant. Because I feel like people like that when you can't realize what you did in a situation, when you don't understand the part that you played, that's a problem for me. You get what I'm saying? So distance yourself. The minute they show you their face, you don't let them scar you no more than 3 times. Give them the 3 strikes. Once they start to do that, distance yourself. Stop doing those favors. Stop going above and beyond for the person. Stop going out of your way to assist that person. Because if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be like that. And you're gonna be able to tell that if you're paying attention. If you don't brush it off and you just really look into it. And it's already bad for me because I'm an overthinker. I'll overthink everything. But I'll take my time. And once I notice this pattern, you wasn't willing to do this for me, but I did it for you. Or when you need me, I make myself available to you. But when I need you, you unavailable. I can't get a hold of you. So for me, that's the best thing that I figured out at a very young age. I want to say 22, 23. I was able to eliminate so many people out of my life. And even till this day, I will still operate like that. Even if that means I end up with 5 people in my life. And I don't care if it's family, friends, love. I don't care. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get distanced. Especially when it's negative energy. So whenever you feel that person taking more from you and they're not giving you anything, start to distance yourself. Start to take away those benefits. Take them away. Oh man, I used to go out there and when I'm washing my car, I would see his or her car next to mine and just give it a wash just because. But when he goes out there or she goes out there and washes her car, my car is right there, she don't even touch it. He don't even touch it. Stop washing the fucking car. Excuse my language. But stop washing that person's car. You get what I'm saying? So I leave it with that. But to let you people know, the ones that act oblivious to what they're doing, they have no idea, they didn't know they were being offensive, it is that serious. You have to start taking that into account. It is that serious. If you know what you did to that person would have never done to you, don't sit there and try to belittle that. Loyalty is a big thing. It really is, man. But let me know if y'all agree with me. Hit me up in the comments below. I'll be looking out for that. Also, please support, hit the like, the subscribe button, the notification bell. That really helps with the algorithms on this platform. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys next week.